Hello. This is Polarbeartrainer, and in today's video, we'll be going over the top 7 tips to make your life easier in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. We'll be streaming this today at 12 p.m. Eastern Time on Twitch. If you have any questions at all, come join us in. First big tip is to make sure to customize your character to your liking at the beginning scene. This is because not only does it have all the options that are later provided in the city Masagoza, but also it's free at this point. If you wait to customize till you reach the first city, it'll cost you a hefty 3,000 Poké Dollars. Like, look how much it costs to... Okay, I did not know my eyebrows were not the same color as my hair. And I can't fix it here. Okay. Trust me, you are gonna wanna save those Poké Dollars for things that I bring up later. Also, I mean it when I say take your time. Because when I say take your time, this is because in these Pokemon settings, not only can you change your hairstyle and color, but you can also add beauty marks, eyelash styles, and honestly, even freckles. Make sure you pick and customize as you like, so that way you can flex your new outfit and look for your friend when you play multiplayer online. Second tip is make sure that you're scouting everywhere whenever you're traveling across the Paldea region. As you can see, there are many things dropped on the ground glowing in red that can contain items such as potions, revives, and many more helpful items. This is so helpful during the early game that you should definitely scout around, find all those items while you're catching for the Pokemon. You're filling up your Pokedex, right? I mean, who doesn't want to be efficient? Third tip, but the most important tip if you're a shiny hunter, is make sure that your game is turned off from autosave. You can do this by going into the menu from X button and find the autosave area and simply turn it off. By doing this, if for some reason you find a shiny but fail to catch it during the battle phase, then you can just restart your Switch and it'll still be right there for you. It's also important to note that these shinies, although they do look like shinies overworld, they will not make sounds and like visual effects like it did in Legends of Arceus. Fourth tip is pretty simple actually, but it kind of correlates to the tip that I gave earlier. To make sure to look around all areas, and I mean all. There can be Pokemons looming around above the tree, flying around, or even hanging from them, which if you're just running around in the route, you won't normally see. So make sure that you look around, that way you can catch those Pokemons to fill up your decks. And also, like I said, there's free items all the way around. And adding on, if you're a shiny hunter and you're looking for a Ditto, or you just simply like Zorua because it's so cute, the one way to help you find them while they're in disguise is look at the minimap on the bottom. When you look at the minimap at the bottom, even if the Dittos are disguised overworld, they will actually appear as is on the bottom of the map. So that's one way to ensure that you either catch a Ditto or Zorua. It's the fifth tip now, right? Yup. This tip will be unique to this Pokemon game, as this is the first time the mechanics has ever been introduced. Through different types of food consumption, you are now able to increase different effects in your game. These stats are pretty amazing though. These include Egg Power Boost, which affects the amount of Pokemon eggs that can appear during a picnic breeding. Catching Power Boost, the rate of catching a Pokemon is affected, so it doesn't matter which Pokeball you use, it just increases the odds of catching. Experience Point Power, which increases the experience gained by your Pokemon so you can level them up faster. And there's much more. For me, one of the most interesting effects from any of the foods is actually the Sparkling Power. This power is supposed to increase your shiny odds, and let me tell you, it really does. Now, you can't access this till, post-game. But anyways, let me break down how effective a Sparkling Power is. Whenever you're looking for a shiny Pokemon in the Paldea region in Scarlet and Violet, the shiny odds are naturally 1 in 4,096. Now, when you do complete the whole dex, which there is over 400 Pokemons, when you receive the shiny charm, your odds is 1 in 1,366, rounding it up. Now, when you use the sparkling power, your odds, even without the charm, even without the outbreak, is actually 1 in 1,024. That's actually incredible, and it's better than the shiny charm. Now, of course, whenever you do get a shiny charm and you add the sparkling power on top of it, it does increase it to 1 in 683, which is actually the exact same odds as the Masuda method as well. Like I said before, if you get that Ditto and trade it with a friend from a different region, you can utilize the Masuda method and not wait till post game in order to get the sparkling power to hunt for a shiny. It's as effective. Now the odds start changing once you start doing outbreaks, and I will go over that in a different video. Something that I have to bring up is that at max, one food can have up to 3 different stacks. So this can be like egg stack, you can have the sparkling, and also you could have a catching rate. As you can see, these food you can purchase as early at the ice cream shop to many different food store at the city. And many of them are multi-stack food to start off. Now, it is important to note that even though one food can have up to 3 different effects, you can't stack multiple food to get, say, 6 effects. Whenever you eat that second food, the first food effect will go. Personally, I think I'll be making some sandwiches, because have y'all looked at these prices? Yep, but they sure do look yummy though. But if you're wanting to make sandwiches like me, here's some awesome stores you can visit at the city to find some ingredients. Heading to the Artisan Bakery will get you all the normal ingredients for your sandwiches like ham, mustard, while heading to the deli will get you some eggs, potato salad, and chorizo to spice up your sandwich. So make sure you check around the city. 6th tip is, remember earlier when I said save your Poké dollars, and I'll tell you why later? Well, this is why. Unlike in other games where you had to find someone in some city for soothing bells or find a rare item at a weird spot that you had to look up, in Scarlet and Violet, you're now able to buy all these items from Delibird Presents. And like, look at this. All of these items you can purchase from the beginning of the game. You can start off your journey already having a soothing bell. All the time that I spent. And if you're wondering where are the X attacks or X speeds, just head over to Chansey Supply and they got you all covered. If we're going on an open world journey, we want to make sure that we got all the items that we need, right? Make sure that we start the journey right. 7th lucky tip for you is for you to understand the unique battle mechanics that is in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Like, Let's Go Pokemon editions. Your Pokemon you bring out into the overworld can auto battle for you in Scarlet and Violet. You simply have to press R for them to go towards the Pokemon. Don't worry, your Pokemon won't ever faint completely and it will come back to you when they need some healing. An easy way for me to have this set up is utilizing the auto heal mechanics that is now in Pokemon. You can set this up as shown here. It just simply hover over your Pokemon and hit the minus button. This helps me out with my ADHD self and having to go through my entire bag and not finding my potion. It just makes it so much easier. Also, fear not, since the shinies do not make any animation for sound or visual overworld except for the looks, your Pokemon that is auto battling will not kill your shiny Pokemon. So if you send out a Pokemon to auto battle and it doesn't do anything, I would go into battle to check if it might be a shiny. There is a lot of shinies that look a little bit, similar. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I hope you guys have learned some information that you can use towards your Pokemon Scarlet and Violet journey. I'll be streaming Monday through Friday from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Twitch. If you have any questions at all, come on by.